Vidhammer Fantasy.
Hey everybody, this is Spudlow with Vidhammer, and I'm here with Eric Beachy. He got second at the Crucible 3 that I just went to. This was a lot of fun. I figured we'd get his thoughts and opinions about the tournament from somebody who actually can win a game. That wasn't ribbing on myself at all. Not at all. Alright, how did you like it? Now you've been to several different grand tournaments before. This was actually my first. How did this one compare from someone who's been to several?
I'd say the terrain and the tables were significantly better than anything I'd ever seen before. There's no doubt. So, comparatively, the quality of the terrain and the tables and even the players was very high.
Okay, you were talking. The question that did get asked even earlier today here in the store. When you start the tournament, when you're starting to build your army and everything, do you have a specific objective in mind? You know, are you trying to go with a more magic heavy or kill specific characters? What do you think you look at as I suppose, the greatest obstacle that you're trying to overcome? Or are there a few that stick out and you focus on a few of them?
I think the objective is I'm an avid forum crazy person, so I'm all over the forum. So even if I'm just lurking, but the objective is literally to try to determine the best possible build for every army you might have to play, and try to build something that can handle all of that.
So you actually are trying to handle every possible army, rather than trying to specialize and say, I want something that's going to do well against perhaps Demons of Chaos and Warriors of Chaos, and there's a few others that I'm not particularly worried about, but you're thinking about every possible army.
Yeah, you have to, because it's not only just the armies, you have elements like regen you have to deal with. So that's an overall approach that you have to look at. That would go across many armies. You got Warriors of Chaos, you got Orcs and Goblins, which Orcs and Goblins, in the gunline style approach, are very competitive. So you have to look at that too. You have Chaos, you have Ogres, there's a lot of, you got the Rats.
Yeah, I think the same thing. That's why I actually take the Flame Banner with my Stormvermin now. But as it can backfire on me, as you all know.
Well, and you can build for that too.
Build for the backfire? I always build for the backfire because that's 100%.
You have so you have, for example, in the list I have 3 characters in the unit with the flaming banner. 2 of them do not have magical weapons, and 1 does. So the one with the magical weapon doesn't have flaming attacks. Therefore, you get to split. You get the best of both worlds potentially.
Nice.
So that you're literally trying to get your fingers into every element of every list you can think of and try to figure out how you can beat it. So, you're going to look at for example, with Warriors of Chaos, obviously you have the Demon Prince, which is a big problem to try to get rid of. So you got to think about how you can deal with that. Yeah. you have to think about how you can deal with High Elves and the 2+ ward save for my whole unit banner, the Dragon banner. You have to think about, we just talked about regen, and you were talking about earlier playing against an ogre line that generally just does the bubble regen.
Bubble regen across the board.
Yeah. So you're quite literally trying to think about the best builds that exist for every army in the game that you think that you might encounter.
Essentially, I can't.
And try to determine.
I can't really get after anything.
It's difficult, obviously, because you're going to have to give and take in different areas to try to spread it around across the whole thing. So, pretty tough.
The most important part was he said you have to consider all of the armies that you think can beat you. And that's very important, because you would never have to worry about my armies.
He keeps telling you can kill him, and then he keeps getting away from him.
Thank you, Eric. Appreciate it. It was a lot of fun, and definitely hope to see you there again next year. And hopefully many times between now and then. It's a good time. There you go, guys. This is Spudlow and Eric here from Vidhammer at Crucible 3. There it is. Keep fighting.
They already moved. Okay.
That's Robbie back there. He wants everybody to know he is back there.
The two Erics are going to try to make a third Eric in this video,
Correct, yes.
so let's watch.